big project. No, not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, although it would be nice. On tonight's show, we're not just talking ghosts and ghouls, but werewolves and vampires. We'll also be talking chart hits from Taylor Swift to Gangnam Style. And we will also have the next generation of gaming presented by Adam Peake. So, guys, does anybody know any supernatural films that are out at the moment?
Breaking Dawn Part 2?
The Twilight Saga where vampires sparkle in the sun. It's not much of a love story anymore though, is it, guys?
No. Well, who will it be next?
She might go to Tim Burton. I went out last week and interviewed a few people about the supernatural, so let's take a look. Do you like supernatural films or TV programmes?
Prefer TV programmes personally.
Why did you say that?
Why do I say that? Because I'm not too much into the supernatural, unless it's the series Supernatural, because that's quite funny.
So you like something with a comedy element?
Yeah, definitely.
So would you say you'd be into the TV series The Vampire Diaries?
No, I don't think so.
Then what's the difference then?
Well, I've never really watched it, but I don't really think it's not really my style. I'm not too into the old vampire romance, Twilight, all that. Don't really like it.
Do you enjoy going to the cinema?
Yeah, I do.
And why would you say that?
Because it's fun and that screen's so big.
And what sort of films do you go and see at the cinema, like out of horror and comedy and things like that?
It's mainly like comedy and rom-com and stuff like that.
So you enjoy a bit of romance then?
Yeah.
Are you alright, Tom?
Yep, I am. How about?
I'm good, thanks. I just want to ask you a few questions if that's alright.
Good.
Do you like supernatural films or TV programmes?
The TV programmes of Sarah I prefer more. Some of the films are a bit over the top, exaggerate for quite a lot of things, which annoys me ever so slightly.
And what makes you say that, and is there anything in particular that you want to name and shame?
Twilight, sparkly vampires. What? They do not sparkle!
Take that as a no. So, do you not believe in them? Things like that, sparkly vampires? I mean, there could be one in this room with us, you never know.
Right, I believe in the supernatural, but sparkly vampires in any other literature, etc., they've never sparkled. Ever.
But what's written down on paper might not be true.
I'm just going by what literature says and what's written, because...
Right, Matt, what would you say you like about supernatural films and TV programmes?
I like them because they're good to watch and they amuse me.
And why would you say they use the comedy element in?
Because it's funny how someone can turn into a wolf. It makes no sense at all.
So what would you say that the werewolf is your favourite character?
I'm not sure, probably, yeah.
Have you ever seen the film Twilight?
Yes.
That's interesting, especially the comments from James. He's not a very big fan of the romance, is he?
No. And there weren't many fans of Twilight altogether, really.
Well, I am, so I want to know, what happens? Does Bella finally turn into a vampire?
Well, I can tell you that yes, she does, and she's wanted it for God knows how long now.
Well, we all seen it in a gruesome birth of the daughter, didn't we?
I know, I don't think people expected that new breaking scene. Let's have a look at that now.
After 18 years of being utterly ordinary, I finally felt I could shine. I was born to be a vampire.
It's so beautiful. We're the same temperature now.
I didn't expect you to seem so... you?
I have to report a crime. The Cullens, they've done something terrible.
It's my daughter. Told her we think Renesmee is an immortal child.
She was born, not bitten. She grows every single day.
Oh my gosh, that is just awful.
I know. I spoke to an expert last week about the supernatural. Let's see what she had to say on the... Why do you like supernatural films?
I really like supernatural films because I find them a good form of escapism. If I'd had like a really bad day at work or, there's stuff going on, then it's really good to just be able to go home, put on a good film and just forget everything and just absorb yourself in someone else's life for a few hours.
Why would you say those sort of films are popular?
Paranormal films and supernatural films are popular because they're a good way of escaping, aren't they? If you're watching a drama or if you're watching an action thriller or something like that, then it's very easy to sort of link it to reality. Whereas if you're watching something that's a bit different and a bit out of this world, as it were, then it's easy to forget the things that are going on around you.
Would you say it's harder for a family with children to watch films of that genre because they can't subject their children to that sort of thing?
I've got children, and I do find it difficult sometimes to be able to just do what I want and stick a film on. Like, for example, last night, my youngest is he's nearly 18 months old, and I'd had such a hard day at work, and I just thought, oh, I can't wait to get home, get kids in bed, just get a film on. But no, he had other ideas. He was up all night.
What sort of audience would you say supernatural films target?
I think supernatural films are more for a 16 to 24-year-old market. The reason being, in that market, they've got more of a disposable income, so they can just, let's go to the pictures, let's buy this DVD, let's get this computer game that's related to it. They've not got as much responsibility.
Would you recommend these sort of films to other people, and why?
I'd recommend supernatural films probably more to the younger people that I know, rather than my parents or some of my friends, because they're not really into that. They're sort of they're in the age groups where they're getting more into like current affairs and things like that. I think with supernatural beings, more see if they make their own mind up.
I'd just like to thank Louise for taking the time out to speak to us. Anyway, moving on from film, TV series The Vampire Diaries premiered in October. Season 4, what can we expect from the new season?
Well, Elena being the new vampire in town, it's bound to get everyone's teeth sunk into it.
Elena back and forth with Damon.
I think it's Nina and Ian's off-screen chemistry that kind of makes us love them even more.
Definitely.
Delena or Delena?
Delena.
Yeah, definitely Delena. I absolutely love The Vampire Diaries.
Here's a short clip to give you an insight of seasons 1 to 4 of The Vampire Diaries.
I tremble.
For over a century, I have lived in secret. Until now. I know the risk, but I had no choice. I have to know her.
Eat me alive.
I must have said I'm fine at least 37 times, and I didn't mean it once.
To someone without the past, without the pain.
Were you following me?
Just stay away from Elena.
I take that as an invitation.
Sir Neck, something better. She's losing a lot of blood.
I promised you an eternity of misery. I'm just keeping my word.
Not here. I won't allow it.
Imagine what her blood tastes like. I can't.
Last year
Caroline
was just a taste.
I kissed Elena.
I know how to take down a vampire.
Opportunities for eternity.
Jeremy, please wake up.
Belong to the night.
We haven't officially met. I'm Catherine.
You make me wanna die.
Get ready.
She's Catherine. She loves to play games.
For the year of the cat.
Do not rest at all. In New England as the leaves change. Last excuse most nights I hardly sleep. You'll take what you don't need. It's just that you're up in the ocean, changing the weather. I was praying that you and me might end up together. It's like wishing for rain as I stand in the desert, but I'm holding you closer than most. You are my heaven. I was a boy who loved a woman like a little girl. Still
Hello?
Hello.
I love you, Stefan. Hold on to that. Never let that go.
I'd much rather watch you die. Elena. Elena. Go ahead and kill me. You can't possibly hate me more than I hate myself.
Yes, I can. Should have been you.
Leave him alone!
Oh my god, love the Vampire Diaries.
I know, me too. I've been watching Dexter recently though.
Oh yeah, the one that you told me where that guy goes around killing everybody.
Yeah, but he kills criminals and he works for the police, but I think the police are going to figure him out now.
I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it.
No, it sounds good though. What else happened?
Well, have you heard of the planet algae? Well, they found traces of it in the bags where he hides the bodies. So if they can trace it back, they'll find his boat.
Dexter's boat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I think he's going to get caught out now.
So even though he's the bad guy, you don't want him to get caught out?
No, because that's what the story does to you, really.
Sounds interesting. I might have a look at that.
Yeah? Sounds good, doesn't it? Anyway, moving on from the dark and dangerous. Deline, can you tell us what's hot in the charts at the moment?
Yeah, sure I can. Before I move on, just want to introduce our music expert, Ting Ting, who's joined us on the couch.
Hi, it's great to be on the big project show. Well, top spreader singles in the charts today. At 30 is Emily Sunday, read all about it, Patrick.
I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream till the words dry out. So put it in.
At 29, it's Amelia Lily's first single since The X Factor, It's You Bring Me Joy.
Tyler James was quoted saying that there will be days about Amy, and it's hard not to think about her when listening to his single, Tear at 28.
Taylor Swift is 27, I Knew You Were Trouble.
26 is Nicki Minaj with Vavaroon.
You Better Move Out the Way because no one's messing with his clique. It's Kanye West featuring Big Sean and Jay-Z at 25.
This next song does sound like it should be featured in a Bond movie. She definitely has the voice for it. I hope she never tears us apart. It's Paloma.
I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided.
23. It seems like they're having a good time shooting this video, and it definitely puts you in a good mood. It's Alpha City and Carly Rae Jepsen, Good Time.
Rufus and Sons with I Will Wait at 22.
Last year's winners of X Factor and the first band to ever win X Factor is Little Mix, and their first single wins 21.
Justin Bieber collaborated with Nicki Minaj with the single Beauty and the Beast written, directed and shot by Justin himself is at 20.
At 19, it's Otto Knows with Million Voices.
Like most of his other singles about love and heartbreak, there's nothing different about this one except him doing what he does best. It's Neo at 18 with Let Me Love You.
17 is Latch by Latch featuring Sam Smith.
These boys are definitely living while they're young. It's One Direction at 16.
Let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love. And never, never, never.
Rebecca Ferguson are at 15 with her unique voice, Backtrack.
I personally love the video for this because it's very inspiring and has a lot of meaning. At 14 is the script with Paul Fenn.
Loads of Trouble featuring Childish Gambino is 13.
I'm a whole lot of trouble. We're in a whole lot of trouble.
The Wolf, Fallen to Pieces by David Guetta featuring Sage at 12.
Up 1 at 11 is Ellie Goulding, If Anything Could Happen.
Flow Rider is his hometown to document his struggle to fame and fortune. It's Flow Rider with I Cried Just a Little at 10.
9 is Conor Maynard with Turnaround featuring Neo.
After two previous hit number ones, let's hope the singles too. It's Maroon 5 with One More Night at 8.
She's back again at number 7, Teenage Sweetheart Taylor Swift with We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together.
Lawson is at 6 with Standing in the Dark.
Featured in the upcoming Bond movie is Skyfall, Adele at 5.
Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall. Our places.
Rihanna is 4th with Diamonds.
This has taken the nation by storm. It's been in the charts for 9 weeks and has over 500 million views. It's PSY with Gangnam Style.
Now at 2 is Swedish House Mafia with Don't Worry Child.
Finally, the big number 1 is Calvin Harris with Sweet Nothing featuring Florence. Let's have a look at the video.
So I'll put my faith in something unknown. I'm living on such sweet nothing, but I'm tired of hope when nothing's to hold. I'm living on such sweet nothing, and it's hard to learn, and it's hard to love when you're giving me such sweet nothing, sweet nothing, sweet nothing. You're giving me such sweet nothing.
Thanks, Deline. Some interesting music there, and thanks to the team for joining us. Right, next we have our weekly gaming section, hosted by Adam Pete. Here is Generation of Gaming.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them! God damn.
What's up guys, Adam from the Big Project here, bringing another instalment of the Generation of Gaming. Today we talk about new releases in the month of November. November is a month of sequels bringing us new games from all the big names of the gaming industry such as Silent Hill Book of Memories, Halo 4 and Assassin's Creed 3. Silent Hill Book of Memories is the second portable gaming installment of the Silent Hill franchise. First, on multiplayer functionality. Team Silent have tried something new here, as Silent Hill has always been about the single player and the atmosphere it creates. Will this game be able to make us hide behind the sofa like previous installments? Only time will tell. Halo 4 is another big name release this year, as it is the second installment from the new developers, 343 Industries, after they brought us the hit reimagining of the original Halo game in Halo Collector's Edition, and many fans of the Halo franchise have been waiting desperately for this new release, and the teaser trailers have only helped to whet our appetites. At E3, 343 Industries showed us all what Master Chief can do in this installment, and it does not fail to impress. I think this game will be the one to watch. Assassin's Creed 3 finally brings the fans to the end of the Desmond saga, and to do this, Ubisoft Montreal brought in a new creative director called Alexander Hutchinson, who has been director for games such as Spore and Army of Two the 40th Day, and they have told us that they have rebuilt Assassin's Creed from the ground up with the new engine, the Anvil Next. Keeping many of the old skills from Altair and Ezio, as well as giving Connor his own unique set of skills from being able to climb cliff faces, Brigade chase using the person's open window, to his unique fighting style where he was always dual wielding weapons. The Anvil Next engine gives the developers freedom they have never had before. Allowed for 2,000 NPCs to be on screen at one time, so expect some epic battles on land and at sea. That's all from me today, guys. For more information on any games we have mentioned, be sure to go to the website and follow the link dump. As always, thanks for listening, and be sure to tune in next week for more Generation of Gaming.
Oh, thanks Adam, but I think I'll stick to the vampires and not the aliens. Anyway, we're out of time, guys. Thank you as ever for joining us on the big project. Tune in next week with myself